And we are live. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. This is your lovely host, Lovely Leo. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why aren't you? If you visit often, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. I wanted to bring um another video. I don't know about you guys, but I am still heartbroken over the Jaydayoungan situation. That just touched me like it did when Vaughn died, and when Dolph died, and when Trouble died, and when the rest of them died that I was a fan of. Um, but really, especially when Jaydayoungan died, because he was just so young. Like, he was just scratching the surface of his career, you know. Thank God he leaves behind a son that is his twin. So at least he's leaving behind something that his family can treasure and look forward to, you know, resembling him. They at least they have that. So I'm thankful for that. Not thankful that he's growing up without a father, but I'm sure he has family members that are loving on him so much more now that Jay is gone. But y'all, I was looking at Jaydayoungan's interview that he did with Vlad, and I had been watched this interview a long time ago. I think the interview was like a year, 3 years old, something like that. And I had watched it before, and it was just so heartbreaking because he was so doped up in that interview. He scratched the whole entire interview. They had He was constantly trying to get his crew that was in the same room with him doing an interview to get him some water. Um they had to go to break. I know he had vomit, he had emotional breakdown. And at first I'm thinking, a lot of times people think that when you're on drugs, it suppress the pain. Well, not necessarily. Sometimes when you're on drugs, it induces and it makes you think about the troubles that you're going through. It intensifies the situation. It intensifies those feelings and those thoughts, believe it or not. Um, and I believe it was just a lot on him. And I believe he was going through a lot. Matter of fact, I know he was going through a lot with family, friends, um, his son's mom, Jordan. But after looking at that interview again for like the second, third time, I think that may have been my third time watching it. And he admitted that, he sips lean and he smokes weed. And I believe the lean is what had him itching so bad like that on that interview. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. He itched the whole entire time. He had a vomit. It was just all types of crazy. But the boy is so articulate. One thing I can say during the interview, every time Vlad asked him a question or um asked him what his opinion was on certain things, like he was quick at thinking. He was really quick at answering those questions, and he's very articulate. Like, it was like he snapped. It was so crazy. Like, he snapped right out of that high mode and went straight to like he wasn't even on anything. It was crazy. If you was to go back and just listen to the audio of that interview and not even see the scratching and the rubbing the face and him looking like he was about to vomit a few times while he was doing the interview, if you would just listen to the audio, you can tell that boy head, like, he could have really did some big things. Like, he was very, very smart, very articulate. But I wanted to play this recording because I didn't really want to talk too much. I really didn't want to give too much commentary, but now I realize why that boy was doing those drugs. Yeah, most kids his age, that's what they doing now. They get a little bit of money. They have enough money to go spend on the drugs they weren't able to get before. And I know it's a thing now, but during his interview with Vlad and they went to break and he broke down and was saying that nobody loves him. That boy was going through a lot of family issues with that mother. With that mother. They had a real strained relationship, okay? But I'm going to let you hear this from Jordan. And Jaydayoungan, he was carrying a big burden on him. Everybody was pulling on him from all different directions. Him being from, I'm gonna say this right because in my last videos I pronounced it wrong. I pronounced it Boogaloosa. It's Bogaloosa. 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 Um, he had people pulling on him in every different direction as far as money and what they could get out of him. And I guess that could be a lot for a 19-year-old to be going through, to feel like people are only fucking with you because you done came into some money. And it's a hurtful feeling to know that people that's supposed to love you unconditionally, that's supposed to love you even when you don't have nothing, are only showing favor towards you because now you have something. And that's a heavy burden to carry, especially if that's coming from your mother. And now when I look at her, Jaydayoungan's mom, it's like I have a disdain because I'm like, I've heard this too many times that you were always in your son's pockets. Um, you were always begging him for large amounts of money and you were always dogging him out. Like it, I don't know how she's feeling, but I'm wondering if there's a feel of guilt over her after he passed, of how she treated him. But I want to play this um and let y'all listen to it. And it's really sad, but the little boy was going through so much to be so young. And I believe that was a large part of his problem why he was on drugs so heavy, is because he had so much on him to be this big star, because he had so many people to take care of, grown ass people that's supposed to be taking care of their goddamn self. He felt like it was his responsibility and his duty to take care of all these people. It's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. Um, Heartbreaking. But I'm gonna go ahead without further ado and let you just listen to what Jordan has to say about his relationship with his mother.
Yeah, so we switching the lawyers for him, firing lawyers, getting new lawyers, um, keeping money. And plus, I was putting money on the phone for people that he was meeting in jail. Like, for people like, I was putting money on other people's books and stuff like that. Like, my money. You weren't doing none of that. So that's the problem I have. Like, that's the problem I have. Don't come on social media and make it like I was just so bad to this boy. Like, no. I was the best thing that happened to this boy. I was the only one who ain't suck him dry for none of his money. Y'all, I could have been the type of girlfriend that was materialistic out of it. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a materialistic type of person. I'm not a jewelry type of person. Like, I'm not I'm not none of that. I'm not that type of person. To be honest with y'all, the most Jay ever spent on me was this right here. Like the most unnecessary spending thing I guess you could say is like me getting my breast done. Okay, yes, Jay got my titties done. That's the only like material thing. And then I wanted it and then I had said that I was gonna get it. But when Jay was in jail, he told me, he said out his own mouth, he was like, but you don't want to go make the appointment, like, cause there's something that I did want to do, but I said I wasn't gonna do it no more. He the one who brought it back up. That's why I got my breast done in Atlanta at the Swan Center because that's where I was staying. Like, I ain't go to Miami and do none of that. Like, it was like, you know. So another thing is, mm, what else? Because like I'm just going off of what I can't really remember what was all being said yesterday because it just blowed me when she was saying how people say and do stuff for attention. Like, first off, I'm not saying I'm doing that for attention. You need to be talking about your son doing stuff for attention or you doing stuff for attention. Because what the fuck you went live for, saying anything for when ain't nobody said shit about you? But you so grown and mature though. But as soon as somebody come on here talking about you, talking about your dirty stank ass drawers, then you gonna be mad when somebody talk about your dirty secrets, your dirty drawers, like you telling with your skeletons that's up in the closet, trying to make it like, oh, you Jay number one supporter. No, actually, Bunte, his auntie is. He respect his auntie more than he respect you. So don't come on here trying to make it like, oh, you just so ride or die for him. Cause as soon as Jay tell you know about someone making mad, piss you off, you was against him. And you was his mama, the one who brought him in this world. So don't come on here trying to make it like I'm crazy. And if you do want to call me crazy, you're not supposed to, like you say, you're a woman first. Okay, if you such a woman, why are you trying to beat me down on social media, but not on social media behind closed doors? You ain't like that. Okay, ever since Jay came back from LA, now you just all team Jay. Like, even though I ain't telling you to pick no side or just be with myself, but don't come on social media faking. Like, I don't like that. Hold on, y'all. Anyways, don't come on social media faking. Like, I was being supposed to do Sister J told me no, don't do it. Y'all, the reason she had went live, okay, that time she went live on Facebook and was talking about me, it was because she was mad that she was in the wrong, y'all. And Jay told her how she was wrong, y'all. She was so mad. Just like, you chose this bitch over me. You put this bitch before me. You chose this bitch over me. Don't ever, excuse me. Just like, you chose this bitch over me. You chose this bitch over me. You chose this bitch. You put this bitch before me. Like, she was saying all that loud in front of the house because y'all, the police got called and everything. This lady was a fucking lunatic. Let me tell you. All right, because when I was trying to tell my story yesterday, matter of fact, I'm gonna go way all the way back to when she first had her so-called problem with me, when she first put her hands on me. Um, this was we was in Bogalusa at Jay grandmother's house on his daddy's side. She pulled up over there. I don't know if Jay was supposed to give her some money or what. I don't know. She had a whole attitude. But she'll have these moments when if Jay may come in, she'll feel like that I'm the reason that Jay acting some type of way towards her or doing something. Like a lot of people in his family felt that way. A lot of people in his family felt that way. They used to feel like, oh, I used to control Jay, or I used to try and tell Jay what to do with his money and stuff like that. Never, never. I never used to tell Jay what to do with his pockets. I never used to count Jay pockets. I never did none of that because I wasn't with this boy for no money. Like y'all, Jay will tell y'all, I never. And I put that on my life. I never used to ask this boy for boatloads of money. Never used to do none of that. I put on my fucking son life. Jay had to put his family in a place because they used to think that I was spending Jay money or that I was using him for his money or just with him for his money. And he had told him like, no, this girl even asked me for shit. He do more for them than he do for me. And I'm the one who lay in the bed with him. The one who got a child for him. Anyways, back to what I was saying. She came over there. I guess she was getting money from Jay. I don't know. I honestly don't care. I don't even know when people is getting money from Jay. Because like I said, I don't be in his business like that. That's Jay money at the end of the day. Jay made that money. He went hard and did what he had to do to get that money so he could spend it however he want. He could do whatever the fuck he want to do with that money. That is not my money to control. That's what people was not feeling to fucking realize. So yeah, she came over. I don't know what happened. What his grandmother them was in there, and I guess heard that she was trying to get money from that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I stay clear of shit like that because I ain't even gonna say that because then I'm gonna be being messy. But I just stay clear of shit like that. So, anyways, all right. Jay was gonna go to the studio. I told Jay, yeah, this how controlling he was. Jay was gonna go to the studio. He asked me was I coming. I said, no, I don't want to go. I'm going to just stay here. I'm going to stay at your grandma's house. And I'm going to just go to the nail shop and stuff like that. I didn't want to go to the studio. So, yeah, I didn't want to go to the studio. Me and Jay ended up getting into it. Yeah, she was up in her car about to pull out. Me and Jay ended up getting to it outside. He was up in the truck. We was like arguing. He was in the truck. She was about to pull off, y'all. She see me and Jay arguing. She ain't pull off. Just listen to this. Like, listen to this, y'all. This lady is my mama age, older than my mama. First, stop putting her hands on me. Just listen. So she was finna pull off. She didn't never pull off, y'all. Never pulled off. Me and Jay arguing. So nobody get into our business, y'all. Me and Jay put our hands on each other. We ain't do none of that. It's just an argument, and I'm about to walk out. So Jay had said something and it made me mad. And I had a water bottle in my hand and I just did that. It didn't get on Jay. It didn't get on nothing but the car. It was a truck and it was a rental. It was a water bottle. And I just did like that on the truck. It didn't get on Jay, it didn't get on nothing. So y'all, she hops out her car and like pushing me like move, like doing it, like you know how somebody push you like just come on, just come on. So I'm telling her like, first off, I'm not your child. Don't put your hand on me. Don't fucking touch me. So I'm like, stop. I'm like, stop, bitch. Like, stop fucking pushing me because like I'm already pissed off. What the fuck is you coming pushing on me doing all that for? I'm not your child. So I'm like, stop. No, y'all. While she in the house when she was in the house before me and Jay got in an argument, all this, she didn't speak to me. She didn't say nothing to me. So you wanted to do that. So I'm like, stop. Like, so yeah, we end up getting to it. She go back in her car. Jay pulled off. He didn't even make it all the way down the street. So Jay brother was like, Jay grandma outside. His cousin, she my age, her name Kendra. Jay grandma was outside. It was just them and it was Jay brother. So it was like, yeah, his mama still sitting in her car. Jada pulled off now. Your money that you was supposed to get is gone. Like he driving off. So what you still here for? So he was like, Jay brother was like, I ain't finna let you just be disrespecting my mama. I said, boy, fuck you and your mama. I said, fuck you and your mama. Y'all, so I'm walking inside. Why, y'all, she come running up behind me. I used to wear my long 30-inch wig. She come running up behind me and pull my hair. So yeah, I'm walking inside like I'm in the living room. She come running behind me, pull my hair. Like, so yeah, we start fighting. And she just, first off, she make it like she just beat me up. Like, first off, if you sneaking me, you supposed to really dog walk me. You ain't dog walk me. You ain't doing nothing. Like, you ain't do shit but pull my hair. But you got on Facebook and saying how all your braids was missing and shit and was saying how you need your hair redone and stuff. But like she just made it like she just beat my ass. Like people that was there even said like she ain't like you ain't beat my ass, you ain't doing that. It wasn't even no fight, y'all. As soon as she tried to pull my hair, I punched her and like, it was like over. Like they was breaking it up. She didn't want to let my hair go. Like, but you grown as hell, 40 and shit, pulling my hair. I ain't want to let my hair go. They tell you to let my hair go. You don't want to let my hair go. So then Jay pulls up. Him and her get into it outside. He like telling his mama, I been told you to leave. What you still here for? I been told you to pull out. Before I even left, I told you to pull out. That was the first time. Fuck you, bitch. Don't ever call my phone. You want to do this and that. Da, 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 da. You choose that bitch over me. You put that bitch before me. Da, da, da. Okay, yeah, that was the first time. That was the same year that I found I was pregnant. I stopped. I didn't say nothing to her. I told Jay, I never say that to your mom again. So I found out I was pregnant. Jay must have told his mom or whatever. So this is a couple months later. When that fight happened, I want to say over the summer. I found out I was pregnant in like August, September, like around that time. So when I found out I was pregnant, that's how we kind of low key, not get back cool, but she came in the room and she was like crying. I was at Dre grandma's house again because we was always being Bogalusa. So I was at Dre grandma's house again. We was staying at his grandma's house. We had a condo in Atlanta, but we would never be down there. We'd never be there. We was always be in his city. So we was down there over it's 2019. And I was laying in the bed. I used to sleep a lot when I first found out I was pregnant. I used to sleep a lot. I used to sleep all day. In my first trimester, I used to do nothing but sleep. So yeah, I'm in the back room. I'm asleep. I used to just sleep and eat. I'm in the back room, and she knocked. And she was like, "It's Tish. I'm coming again." So I'm just like, "What? Like, what the fuck?" Like, I'm just saying it in my head. I'm like, "Oh Lord, here we go." So she come there. Jordan, I just want to talk to you because, like, I'm so sorry. I just want to apologize from the bottom of my heart for putting my hands on you, for doing it, acting immature, and you pregnant with my grandbaby, and I just would love for you to for me to be a part of that. Like this is my first grandchild. I would love for you to be a part of it, and I would love for you to allow me to be in his life. And I just want to apologize and want to put that behind, like saying shit like that. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. All right. So she asked me for a hug. She was crying. Jay walked in. So Jay know me. Jay already know my face. I can't hide my facial expression. So I'm just like, okay, because like first off, you put your hands on me for no reason. But okay. So that was the first time. Second time, she come to our house in Atlanta. Me and Jay get into it. This ain't got nothing to do with her. She recording me and Jay getting into it. Like, what you recording for? What you recording? Like you fucking TMZ or some shit. Like, you're recording us getting into it just so you could try and use that against me. And you did. Okay. The next day after she recorded. Oh, I went through Jay's phone. This story I was trying to tell y'all yesterday. This how that that's how let me tell y'all how the video that she recorded even get on social media. Okay, me and Jay get into it the morning, that morning. The next morning we end up getting into it. Jay in the shower. I went through his phone. I saw some of his phone. Actually, I didn't go through it. I saw something in his phone. Um, when we was laying in the bed on side of me, he got out. Jay always wake up. Usually wake up before me, so he saw that like he must have asleep, and I saw him doing something on his phone. So when it was time for us to get up, he was trying to be all on me. I'm like, move, bitch, like get off me, excuse me, stuff like that. Excuse me, so feel play. He go get in the shower and stuff. So I'm just sitting in the bed. I'm like, fuck this. I get up and I'm like, what was there? Dino checking him and stuff. So whenever Jay get caught, he always flip it on me and try and fight me. So he was like, Jordan, I'm really trying not to lose my cool. So you really just want to move or something. He was saying some shit. So I'm like, whatever. I was like, fuck you. And, I just still saying my shit. So yeah, he gets out the shower and like start punching all on me, kicking me. Yeah, he's soaking wet, punching me, kicking me, doing all this. So I had just had JR. He wasn't even a month old. And I had a cesarean section. I still had my steri strips, like the liquid bandage over my cut. So I'm like, damn, you got caught, you fucked up, and you take it out on me, but which is not surprising. So I walk out. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm about to call the police on this nigga. Like, I'm done. I was like, y'all, all his friends was there, y'all. All them heard me screaming. His mama was there, everything. But you such a woman. All them heard me screaming up in there, him kicking me all in my stomach, punching me up outside my head. Yeah, this boy picked up a heavy fucking basket full of like clothes and just dropped it on me. And I had just had my baby, like I still had a fresh cut. Like my cut was fresh. Like I wasn't even healed all the way. I wasn't even my 6 weeks went up. Basically, what I'm saying. So, well, 8 weeks. It take 8 weeks. They say to heal, but I wasn't even 6 weeks out. It wasn't even all the way 6 weeks. Basically, so anyways, I'm like, I get up, I walk out the room. I'm like, I'm done with this right now. Yeah, she random time. She don't know what happened. She say, bitch, stop fucking lying on my son. My son ain't do shit. I'm run up on you right now, ho. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you right now. My son ain't do shit. This, da, 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 da. So I'm like, girl, fuck you, bitch. Like, we arguing because first off, you don't know what the fuck that happened in my room. Like, bitch, stop trying to, yeah. Like, Jay was finna give her $30,000 because she claimed she in so much debt from her ex-husband. He was finna give her $30,000 to go pay her debt off. That's why she started acting like that. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, when you get big and you start having money, that change your family. And I put on everything I love. I done witnessed it with Jay. From all the stories from when I first started dating Jay, when you get money, you start really making money. Tell a motherfucker no, but tell a motherfucker yes and watch they be your yes man. But tell somebody no, then they hate you. The world over with. And that goes for Jay. Anybody in his family, and it goes for anybody that was his friend. Yeah, I witnessed that shit. Witnessed it. I was anyways, so yeah, Jay, they all left. So I'm in my room. I'm still in my room. Jay ended up leaving. He was finna go to the bank, like to go to the bank and get, I guess, her money. He told her to leave. So yeah, we got cameras all around our house, inside our house, and all around the outside. And like we had this thing like it looked like an iPad and it set on the wall, but you could take it up and it showed you could watch the cameras like from inside. So I'm watching the cameras. She's still here. Yeah, I hear her. So she calls two other girls and a married man that she was sleeping with to my house to try and fight me with her. Yes. Yeah. It was all on camera. She tried to lie about it, but it was all on camera and you could hear everything that was on camera. Yeah, so she calls three other people over there to try and come fight little bitty old Jordan. Jay is gone. Him and all his little yes man friends that he take care of is gone. So I'm there by myself with my baby in my room. So I'm like, I'm on FaceTime with my best friend because I'm telling her about it. I'm talking to her about it, but I just hear shit. Yeah, so the boy, the man, his name Mario. So he pull up first, and she just started booking hard, like just going hard. Like I could hear, no, we stay in a nice ass neighborhood, y'all. Nothing but white people. I swear, I'm not sounding racist or nothing, but I never saw no black people in our neighborhood. I think me and Jay, like we was the only black people in our neighborhood. Like it's just that nice. Like we stay in a nice ass neighborhood, like quiet ass neighborhood. So she loud doing all that outside, y'all. So our neighbor, well, they, people be like going jogging and stuff, like all in front of our house and stuff, like past the house. So she outside doing all that yelling, acting like a hood rat from Bogalusa. So, what happened? Okay, after that, I'm looking at the cameras, like on a little iPad thing. I'm on FaceTime with my best friend. I'm showing her. I'm like, girl, look at this shit. I'm like, she done called this man over here. Like, what you calling a nigga over here for? She booking, and he talking about somehow he'll do this and that. And then two other people pull up. She called two girls to pull up, Brittany and Lean. Brittany is grown as hell, like in her 30s. Lean is, I want to say J age. She called him over there. She started bucking even harder. This time I feel like she just trying to prove, like she got a point to prove. Y'all know this. She grown as hell. Like this girl, this lady older than my mama, and trying to. Now she want to fight me. Y'all, not out the blue. Everybody that pulled up, she want to fight me. She want to fight Jordan. So y'all, I'm looking at the cameras. I'm watching the cameras. I'm listening to everything that she's saying to them out there, saying this and that. So yeah, out the blue, she come trying to kick my fucking room door down, like kick my fucking room door down, like and she done made the whole scene, like now she trying to kick my room door down. Y'all, she messed our door up, like she was kicking it to where it stripped, like she stripped the door, and I guess she was trying to make a scene. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, like you really trying to kick this door down for what? Like at this point, I'm just over it. Like I really handled it mature because you outside doing all that in front of our house. You don't stay here. We do. So I'm just like, let me just ignore this fucking hood rat, fucking psycho fucking path lady, and just let me just ignore her. Maybe this she'll fucking leave. Like Jay Ben had told her to do. Jay Ben told her to leave. He told everybody to leave. Do you think she left? No, she called people there. She stayed and called people. So at this point, I was like, let me just call Jay and tell him come get his fucking mammy. So I called Jay. I said, Jay, please come get your mama because it's going to get bad. I said, she called people over here. She got this man over here. And she trying to do something to me. Yeah, no, I'm here with my baby by myself. Like, it's going to be bad. Like, I'm going to use a weapon. And I'm not playing. And I was dead serious. It was going to be self-defense. I had everything on camera and recorded. I was going to use a weapon. And I put that on my life. I put that on my child life. So Jay was like, I'm about to pull up. I'm about to pull up. So, yeah. So Jay eventually pulled up. By this time, the police done got called. She outside doing the most. The police done got called now, so they here. So the police here, the police done pulled up. I gotta go outside and talk to the police. They telling me, y'all, let me tell you how crazy this lady is. They asking me what they happened. So I'm just like, well, just telling them like she trying to fight me. Like I ain't did nothing wrong. Like, I ain't did nothing. So why y'all need to talk to me? Why y'all trying to do all this to me? And it's like I was like, this is my house. Like, y'all need to make her leave. Like, She the one who out here doing all that. Got the white people all in our neighborhood looking at us sideways, calling the police and shit. Like, y'all need to remove her from my fucking premises. Like, so boom. All right, that was that. Then she out there doing the most, y'all yelling, screaming, all this. So at this time, Jada pulled up. No, first Jay pulled up. As soon as Jay pulled up, it's like him and Jay pulled up and he was outside. And the police pulled up like right after Jay. Jay ain't get out the car yet. So as soon as Jay got out the car, she pulled back in with the boy Mario. Somehow, y'all, I don't know. She pulled back in like she saw Jay them coming. So at this point, I'm outside because police out there all day. She out there, you got me fucked up. Fuck you. Because Jay, soon as Jay got out the car, he flashing out. Because Jay can watch the cameras from his phone, so he knew that I wasn't lying. So as soon as Jay pull up, he flashing out. He telling her like, "What the fuck you doing all this for?" She cursing him, doing all this, talking about something. You choosing this bitch over me like she did last time, saying that Jay is choosing me over her when Jay was going to give you $30,000 in cash to go pay your little debt off from your divorce. But he choosing you over me. This boy never gave me that much money before. He never did nothing like that for me before. But he choosing me over you. You just wrong, y'all. She wrong. She's a toxic person. She evil, hearted, and she just a real toxic person. But he choosing you over me. Like, you said it every time when you be wrong. Like me and Jay, when we argue, they ain't for you to jump in and then try and put your hands on me. So, boom, she got mad. The police, she really got mad that Jay went on her side. Really got mad. Hold on.
So the moral of the story is it sound like, hey baby, hey, how you doing? It sound like he had a ratchet ass mother. That's what it sounds like. Um, she said his mother's in her 40s or whatever, so she's old enough to know better than to be carrying on this way with this younger girl. Okay. Um, but this is the thing. Going back watching the Vlad interview and seeing how doped up he was on that Vlad interview, and for him to have a breakdown during the break and claim that no one loves him. I understand all the pressures it was on this young man. He had this very volatile relationship with his mom. Him and his baby mother were back and forth into it because he was seeing other females. You know how that go. And he was becoming a superstar, so he had females coming at him left and right. But he had so much on him, and he had such a big weight to carry, trying to take care of all these people who he thought that he's supposed to be taking care of, since he's coming into all this money. And it's just a sad situation. I just hope to God that him and his mother was able to mend their relationship before he passed. I believe he had a pretty decent relationship with his father. I never heard of him having a bad relationship or falling out with his father. It was always, I would hear about him and his mother bumping heads. So, and his mother taking, asking him for money all the time. And now don't get me wrong, she took care of Jay. So I believe she's entitled to some. I mean, she birthed the boy, she raised him. So I believe that's just a given. If you become rich, or you become very successful, I believe in helping mama out, taking care of mama. I do believe in that. Okay. That's the number one. Your kid, then your mom. But The relationship that Jordan says that him and her had was kind of like she would dog him out, but then when she needs money, she'll kiss his ass and go against Jordan and side with him. That kind of flaky ass shit. To me, that's kind of like you just on my side, or you just acting like you kicking it with me because you need something from me. And that ain't and that's not how a mother supposed to treat their child regardless. And so I just hope that whatever, kind of issues that they were having, that they clear that shit up before he passed, because I'm gonna tell you, that's gonna be a heavy burden for her to carry for a long time if their shit was still messed up when he passed away. But when I came across this, I was just like, damn, it just made me think about it all over again. Like, were him and his mom in a good place before he passed? How was their relationship before he passed? And if it was still the same, I couldn't even imagine the grief and how she's feeling, that she wish she can go back and treat him better, do things differently. But that concludes my live. I was trying to make this a quick live, but it ended up turning into a 41-minute live. So I appreciate it. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, share if you haven't already, and I will catch y'all next time.